Today I'm going to work on getting a couple of various parts ready for the moped. I guess I needed a 4-day weekend because 2 months off from work wasn't enough. But yeah, so anyways, I have been disassembling the crankcase, all of this stuff, for a couple of reasons. One, I wanted to learn how all the pieces went together, how it all works. And two, I just wanted to make sure all of the parts were in good order. Right now I am stuck on getting the crankcase split open, and I am stuck on getting the gears out for the final reduction. I just do not have the proper tools and I haven't made them, etc. So yeah, I think I'm going to just kind of change directions. At this point, there's rumors I might be going back to work in 2 weeks, and I would really like to get the moped up and running by then. With the parts I haven't been able to take apart, I have taken apart enough to do visual inspections on the bearings, the gears themselves, all the different seals. I think I can visually do a good enough job and see if there's anything that's going to cause a problem. So I think it'll be fine if I just start doing deep clean and start putting this back together. The parts that I want to work on today are the cover for the final gear. I'm going to get all this gasket and get this cleaned up. I am going to work on the flywheel. I'm going to start work on the headlight assembly, getting all this broken glass out and see what I have to work with. And then I need to finish doing the front brake. I have taken it apart, I've greased this, I've obviously removed the old brake shoes. I've got some from Treats to put in. So I just need to finish that up. So that's my projects for today. Okay, so for today, working on the flywheel, I'm using this one because this one that I took off is apparently for a model that doesn't have a starter. Some of the same models, same years, had starters, some did not. This is a gear that works with the starter motor. So this is the motor, or the engine, all that stuff that I was taking apart. So it's going to soak this in evaporust for about an hour. So I'm going to get started with that. I've already got the bucket ready. So let that sit for an hour. I'm going to set this stuff aside. I think I'm going to finish the brakes first. Alright, well, about 20 minutes later I managed to not crush my fingers, but this brake shoe is ready to go. I am missing this speedometer gear that's supposed to go with this. Otherwise, this would be completely ready to go. I'm gonna have to go to the storage unit. And I just need to clean up this area with a Scotch pad real quick. Alright, next I'm going to work on the headlight assembly. Alright, I got the broken pieces of glass out of here. I can always get a piece of glass cut to this size and glue back in. Right now I am planning to switch this to LED for the headlight, but that's going to be a learning experience and something I'm going to do after the bike is running, because the power that's coming to it is directly from the alternator. So it's an AC current, and LED light bulbs don't like AC current. They don't like the alternating. They're like just one direction. It'll burn them up. So I'm gonna have to wire in a rectifier and a regulator and maybe a capacitor, some other magical components. So that's gonna be a project after the bike is running, but I just want to get this started so that if I change my mind and just put an AC bulb in here, I don't even know if this socket works, but another day. The flywheel has been soaking for about 45 minutes, so I just wanted to check on that. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely taken off a lot of rust, so let that keep soaking. And yeah, so the next project is the cover, getting it cleaned up. First, just scrape off as much as I can. But yeah, so I'm going to keep doing that. But the gears look like they're in really good shape. This had oil in it when I opened it. The bearing doesn't have any play. It has, I mean, it has very minimal, but it looks like it's in good shape. The seal is in good shape. There's no splits. It doesn't look like it's dried out, which is why I'm okay with moving ahead on this. But yeah, so I'm going to get some degreaser. I'm going to finish cleaning this up, and we'll see what it looks like when it's clean. Okay, got this cleaned up. I may come back and do a little touch-up along here with the wire wheel. I was using the Scotch-Brite. Seems to be doing a pretty good job, but I just want to clean that up. And let's see. It's been about an hour now for this flywheel. The rust is definitely coming off. I just want to hit it with a Scotch-Brite and see. Yeah, and some of this might not even be rust. It may just be the oil and gunk and buildup from everything else. But I think I'm gonna let that sit for another hour. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up. I just need to get to the brakes for the rear. The front brakes are ready to go. I gotta find that gear for the speedometer and clean up the wheel a little bit. That'll be ready to go. Gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with this. But I'm not worried about a headlight right now. I'm just worried about getting the engine back together and started. So yeah, got a couple pieces done, a little closer, and that's gonna wrap it up for today. So let's go explore.